There you go. All right. Hope you guys are all having a very good night here today. Loki says hello after a nice little time outside. There you go. Oh, yeah. Feeling good? All right. Hey, everybody. I told you guys if Bitcoin broke out sometime tonight, I'd be back on the stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be back on here, frankly, but it seems like Bitcoin still has some momentum. We're looking at it, we're watching it, so let's talk about it and see what's going on here. Okie dokie. And hey, say KJ, Trip Six Flicks, Sincere, and Alex and Benjamin. All right. So as far as Bitcoin's concerned right now, we did have that breakout. It's not the biggest one so far, but we did smack right back up against that level of resistance. And that's what's going on right now. Basically waiting to see if we can break out above that. And if we can, we pretty much have a good opportunity of going right back up to $64,000. And that's, that's a pretty sight right there. Now, let me, there we go. Nah, that should be fine. Let's see. Can I move my camera that way a little bit? And then when I lean over this way, we are perfect. All right. So yeah, Bitcoin's still making a little bit of a move. Instead of being down like $1,500 like we were a little bit ago, now we're only down about $330. That's a pretty good move here. On top of that, we see Ethereum also up about 1.5%, almost 2% today. So even though Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a breather right now after that, kind of wild move and the Coinbase collapse and all that type of stuff, what we did see happening over here was some altcoins, not all, are still making some higher moves here, and that's exactly what we want to see. So Ethereum is still going higher. Oh, that's USOR. Let's skip that one. ADA going higher. Dogecoin continuing to go higher. Dogecoin right now is about to break 13 cents. I think it might have already done it. Let me double check. Yeah, the high is 13 cents for Dogecoin right now, so that's a really good level. It could be closing in on 15 here by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Maybe the 1 hour chart. There you go. You can see the chaos that had been done to a lot of these different tokens, and the fact that some of these like Dogecoin are still managing to go up is really incredible right now. AMP token not really doing much. Ape token not doing a lot. Arbitrum, another nice level here. So we're seeing some nice moves from a few tokens. You can see right here AXS breakouts continuing to go higher, and we're breaking it above these levels of resistance. We're seeing a lot of movements, even stuff like Chili's, AVEX. We're seeing that momentum carry on. Altcoins are taking the opportunity to go much higher. In fact, which one was this? I just saw something up like 10%, I thought. Yeah, what is this? Litecoin finally had a nice move right here. That's interesting. If you guys wanted to trade that breakout, there it is. I'm surprised of this one just because Litecoin doesn't typically do anything. But again, I think how we described it was, it's in the lower range. You're hoping it can get back up here. I did not think I was going to have such a wild move so fast, though. So that's interesting as well. Shiba Inu having a breakout. Shiba Inu finally broke out. It took a little bit of time, though. I think when we were last talking about it, it was back over here. Somewhere over here, I believe. Now that rallied straight back up. It's coming back down a little bit, but we're seeing some really strong moves here. Almost so like these are happening faster than I would have anticipated, especially with the way that Bitcoin crashed because of Coinbase. We're still moving up quite a bit. Pendle up 5%. AI tokens are kind of a little bit more mixed because they did have these little bit of a rally. So you can see cooling off a little bit. Ajax cooling off a little bit. Well, actually, this doesn't really have too much of a spike here. Wild token still going more sideways. And Jasmine still moving up higher and higher and higher here. And what's this last one? Bonk is up 13% right now. Still going much higher. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So altcoins are taking full advantage of Bitcoin kind of going sideways here. So far, we have had a breakout. This downtrend, or this this downtrend is basically over. Now we're just hoping to get back above the 62,648 level. That should really take us up to that next level. There are a few news events you guys should probably know about. I'm just going to go over them pretty quickly because we've already talked about these a little bit earlier throughout the day. But Bitcoin ETFs see record high trading volumes as retail investors jump on the crypto rally. I'm almost hoping that tomorrow we break another record here, especially because the way Bitcoin's going right now, and if Coinbase doesn't have any more problems, there's an opportunity for tomorrow with the Fed announcement and stuff like that. There's an opportunity for Bitcoin to go all the way up to test all-time highs. and that would be absolutely amazing. It's a big if right now because we just don't know what the Federal Reserve is going to be doing, but I don't think we're going to have any surprises from them because usually they don't like to surprise us. It's pretty simple stuff, you know. Usually inflation surprises us, but, you know, inflation's been kind of high for a while now. I don't think we're going to be totally surprised with any of the stuff coming out over the next few weeks. And right here, we haven't talked about this one yet. Bitcoin bull Michael Saylor nets $700 million in gains on a 3-day pop in cryptocurrency and MicroStrategy. So both of his holdings are doing pretty well, as you might imagine, because MicroStrategy is also attached to Bitcoin here. So lots of profit. A little bit of a warning: you are starting to see the Michael Saylor scams pop up all across YouTube. So if you guys see a stream that's a 24-hour stream or something and it has his face on it, it's typically going to be a scam stream. So just be very, very careful about it, and do not let don't hop on it, don't do anything to it. It's most likely a scam, and they'll try to sucker you into donating crypto to some weird cause or something that's really stupid. So just don't do it. It'll hurt you really bad, and I don't want you guys to be losing any money here. And hey, Trev, happy to see you guys. Hennessy Black, hope you guys are all doing well. Do you think we will retrace after this Elon tweet? I didn't even know Elon tweeted here, so let me go over to X. I don't see anything about Dogecoin. Anyone, even a little serial killer, can tell us with the ID? Grok analysis. I see Doge designer, but that's not necessarily Dogecoin. I don't see anything about Dogecoin as far as what Elon Musk has been tweeting at all. Hey, Crypto Ricky, happy to see you. I don't know. I'm not seeing the Dogecoin tweet that everybody's talking about with Elon Musk. So 5 hours ago? I don't know. I'm missing something here. Maybe you guys are talking about the video or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But it's okay. Dogecoin's gonna have a great day. So far, it's having a really, really good day. TradingView is hosting a paper trading competition this month. Might try it out. I would encourage a lot of you guys to try it out. I don't know exactly the rules and stuff like that, but just stick with your trading style and don't try to go gung ho and try to make as much money as you want. You know, because at the end of the day, it's just fake money. But use it as an opportunity to try to push your boundaries just a little bit. So maybe if you're trying to do a 10x leverage, maybe try a 15x leverage, stuff like that, and see how it would react. But, you know, don't go off of your normal strategies as far as normally when you would buy and when you would sell. And I think you should do a fairly good job if you can kind of get a good environment. Hopefully, Bitcoin's still volatile. Hopefully, stocks are doing pretty volatile. That way you can make some good money from there. Any clue on what just happened with Shido? It just dumped 80% all of a sudden. It's still down a lot? It probably got dumped. I mean, there's a lot of rugging happening these days. And I don't know much about Shido, so let me search for it on coinmarketcap.com. I don't know if that was the right one right there. Shido. Oh, here we go. Let's back this up a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it just got rugged. It's down to $4.7 million market cap. The market cap a few minutes ago was just at about 65. Looks like it just got rugged. So what I can do is I can try to go over here to the Twitter page or the X page. I mean, they just had a hackathon. Let's see how that worked out. Awesome. What the fuck happened to Shido? Telegram won't let me in either. Jesus, what happened? Why price isn't pumping? Any reason the Telegram is marked as private, hacked? Yeah, 4 billion Shido stolen, sold. Oh, the staking pool is compromised. Yeah, they got hacked, it looks like. So yeah, just like that, a project is gone. I can go over here and click on Shido to see if there's more, like somebody might be talking about it or something. 2.4 million Ethereum and 1.2 Shido tokens stolen. Wouldn't advise buying the dip because the exploiter still owns Shido tokens. Exploiter funded from a cross bridge, which was funded by Layer Swap Bridge. So you couldn't go deeper into this, but basically, Shido was hacked, priced down 91%. Am I screwed? Most likely, yeah. Looks like everything is gone here. Shido token plummets after $3.6 million theft, including 2.4 million Ethereum and 1.2 million Shido. Yeah. Let's see. Staking contract was upgraded and Exploiter withdrew all the Shido. Looks like it was an okay spot before it happened, but yeah, this thing is dead now. There's no fixing this. Unless people decide to pump more money into it. When there's a hack like this and they steal almost everything, there's not much you can do. So it sounds like a hack, and the token is pretty much dead at this point in time. Let's see here. And I see your account's looking pretty nice. I mean, I'm hoping your guys' accounts looking pretty nice. Even with Dogecoin up 10%, Ape token up a little bit, Arbitrum up 6%. Things are looking really, really, really good. And Doge started flying up straight after. We've been looking for Dogecoin. What we need right now is we need XRP to start going up a little bit more. It's up 3% so far, but really, we're just looking for this breakout. That's all we're looking for with XRP. A nice breakout. The momentum is there on the weekly charts, and I'm hoping that we can continue to get these higher moves, and I think we can. So, you know, if you guys are looking for a dark horse type of event that, or dark horse token that hasn't really been moving too much, I would still say that XRP is going to be one of my favorites here. The difficulty is we have to assume that Bitcoin is going to continue to go higher and higher and higher here, which I think is a safe assumption, because you don't want to see XRP break out only for Bitcoin to come and trash it back down. You know, because if Bitcoin were to crash or something big, like a little bit of consolidation, you know, a more deeper consolidation, let's just say that could really hurt XRP. But right now, XRP looks like it wants to break out next week, not this week, next week. And then from there, try to go up towards, what, 70 cents, 80 cents if we're lucky. And we're at 60 cents right now, so that'd be a pretty good move right there. There you go, back over here to Bitcoin. I really want to see Bitcoin try to move up higher here. I know we just had the breakout, but I'm looking for something a little bit more. I really want to get back above this level of resistance, which happens to be 62,647 at the moment. Can you analyze OGN? Yeah. There you go, Tether. It broke out a while ago, so buying it right now is probably ill-advised. You're just holding the breakout and waiting for a larger move. However, you still have a little bit more room before it reaches that next level, so perhaps if you see a breakout, you could try to attack it. Typically for me, I don't like to attack mid-break. I like to try it when it's just breaking out and making a lot larger move. But it looks like it has to go up back up towards 25 to 30 cents. I would probably even say, I know these levels are kind of ugly. However, let's see if we can get down here. There's a little bit of resistance, I would say, around 24 cents. But honestly, anything above 24 cents is going to be a good opportunity to scale out and take some of your profits. I'm not looking to hold this for too long. I have owned some of this on a few different accounts, and it's been performing well. For the swing traders, though, 24 cents seems to be something realistic that you can sell and be happy with, or at least start to scale out at 24 cents. That'd also be something good here. Yeah. Because it already had the breakout. Got knocked back down a little bit here. I bought some right over here. And it's going up, but it definitely took a little bit of a hump day here based off of the Bitcoin drop a while ago. Let's see. Hey, Nick, I don't know much about the Bitcoin 2028 cycle. Like, everything I tell you about it is probably going to be absolutely wrong because I have no idea what's even going to happen in 2024, 2025. That's bullshit. Regardless, whatever the Shido is, it looks like it just got dropped down, especially if somebody's talking about a 70% down or 80% down, 90% down. You know, Shido new, whatever you want to call it. Why is Elon quiet on Dogecoin? Oh, I'm sure the SEC probably got mad at him or something, so, you know, that could have been it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think He'll probably tweet about it sometime. It might just be a quick tweet, though. I'm not entirely sure. Somebody was saying he tweeted about Dogecoin here, but I didn't see any Dogecoin text, so it must have been in this video, or maybe this video, or something else, because I haven't seen any tweets about Dogecoin so far from Elon Musk here. You should let people know you're live on YouTube. You should pin the comments that you're live. YouTube should do its job and tell people I'm live. I can't do much more than that, man. Like, I already have the other things. They already have pinned comments for the sponsors and stuff like that. I don't go back and forth and do all that type of stuff. YouTube will have to do its job there. And YouTube doesn't really do a good job of telling people I'm live. Usually, instead of getting the notifications, people will just normally log on to YouTube and they'll see my face plastered somewhere up there and like, oh, Michael's live. Let's go watch him. And that's usually what happens. That's about as good as I can do. Because YouTube normally doesn't notify and do all the other type of stuff, nor do I have the time to kind of go in all of my 24-hour streams and change everything up, and then afterwards change everything up again. Ooh, that's hectic. Surprised Doge hasn't retraced yet since Elon posted that pic on replies to every time his tweet pumps go back to where they started. I'm still waiting to figure out what the heck that... I don't even see a Dogecoin tweet. I know, so I don't know. But anyway, I think it's because Dogecoin still had the momentum regardless of the tweet. Things are still going much higher at this point. Dogecoin is having a breakout. Dogecoin has strong momentum on the weekly chart and on the daily chart. That is bringing it back up. And at the same time, it's more of an organic move. Sure, Elon Musk might be able to make it go a little bit higher, but it's still an organic move, which is going to be much easier to continue on rather than just a random spike in volume that slowly leads to a sell-off because there's no buyers there. There are buyers right now to keep Dogecoin going higher and higher and higher. Pepe just jumped off the lily pad. Your Litecoin pumping. When he does something, it's going to be big. That's most likely there for that, yeah. NA Blaze, happy to see you. I actually do get notifications. Also, Twitter notification for the stream helps. I was going to do a Twitter thing, but I just forgot. I was doing some reposting earlier on, and I just totally spaced out on it. As far as ADT, let me just pull it up on FinViz so it goes a little bit faster here. Let's see. It still seems to be moving higher. You're buying it at a lower range, which is fine. Still profitable by not much. It hasn't had many things in the past, though. And what's right here? See. I would expect it to probably go a little bit higher here, but I wouldn't be holding it for long. I might try to hold it up towards $7.50 or $8, somewhere around that range. I'm not the most excited about it just because the market right now seems like it's trying to top off a little bit. But that next level of resistance really is just a little bit higher, around 737. If you can break above that, I see much more of a higher swing back up towards $8 and higher. But I'd be looking to sell this swing, kind of like how I sold the Disney swing. Same type of concept there. There we go. And for those of you guys just joining in, Bitcoin did finally break out of this little bit of a downtrend. And now all we're trying to do is just break back out here and try to break back out above 62,647. If we're able to do that, then we have a pretty clean shot to go back up towards 64,000. And then, of course, going for a new cycle high and trying to break above, $69,000, $70,000 later on tonight, which should be propelled mostly by whales, which is going to be a little bit tougher. But the momentum and everything is set up for them to have some higher moves here. It was a picture of a rocket saying to the moon, and Doge started going up loads. So it would have been under Elon Musk, but instead of having a post, it was a reply. Okay. XApp. I mean, I don't see anything, but I believe it was there probably. So there we go. Dogecoin right now is still going higher. It's consolidating. It's up towards 13 cents basically. And it's going to try to continue going higher, probably up till 15 cents if we're lucky. Let's go back over to the weekly chart. Dogecoin's next level of resistance happens to be closer to 16 cents. We'll see if we get all the way up there, but it's pretty easy for us to get up to 15 cents over the next few days or so. I mean, heck, next few hours. We just need to see how much longer this thing wants to consolidate and how much higher now. Because again, this has been a trend move right here. Everything just went to buy mode on the weekly chart. The daily chart, everything went buy just a few days ago, right around here, right before the breakout structure. And things are looking, buy right here. Things are looking a-okay. Everything else right now is going up a little bit. Some of them are just trying to take back the losses that we've seen over the past few weeks. Others are going to nice new highs. So like ICP right here, still consolidating. Ethereum Classic, trying to go back up to other highs. Matic right here, same type of concept after the breakout, trying to go back up to those older highs. But a few things like Bonk, they have a little bit further way to go. And of course, things that we've been talking about like AJIX or Fetch and stuff like that. Some of these tokens are just going on their own path here and making us some pretty reliable money. For now, I'm not really selling anything because most of my swing trades are not close to their target prices just yet. I'm hoping to have at least one more rally with the altcoins before I give up on them and I sell to take, to lock in those profits. Regardless, I'm going to walk away with a profit, but I'm hoping to be a little bit greedy here and see if my my prayers can be answered. If we go a little bit higher, I'll be much more satisfied with some of the trades I've had to push on over the past couple days. Because I know I've been telling you guys I've been buying altcoins and not Bitcoin, but I was telling you guys that pretty much during the last few days when we were looking at this, I should have bought some Bitcoin in hindsight, but I was really just loading up on altcoins because I thought they would go much higher. And so if you're looking at stuff maybe on the daily chart, oh, geez, this looks ugly. There we go. Looking over here, this is when I was trying to load up on altcoins. Now, when I go back, Dogecoin, sure, that ended up looking okay. Ape token, it looked okay. Arbitrum, doing okay. Not as good as I want, frankly, but still, we're there. AXS, better. So, those plays are working out, but I'm hoping that this isn't it. I'm hoping that we have one more push, at least one more push. And then I'll be thinking more about selling my tokens and taking that money and walking away for some of these positions, or at least waiting for another opportunity to buy back into them. That's the real goal right here. We already broke out of that one. We don't need to have that back. And just so you guys know, I'll add this trend line here, or this horizontal line, just for the all-time high, or the cycle high. Excuse me. That's at about $64,000. And I've been trying to. Well, let me go back over here. Coinbase status. Let's see. Everything seems to be back and operational. So if you guys were impacted by the Coinbase crash today, hopefully you guys are going to be able to get some of your money back if any of your positions got liquidated. But as far as now, you guys should be able to trade Coinbase or trade on Coinbase, whether it's your advanced trading with spot futures and perpetual futures, or you guys trying to move money in, move money out. You should have your monetary value posted on your Coinbase account now, so you're not really worried about other stuff. Hopefully. If you guys still have issues, I know that's going to be a little bit more of a concern for a lot of people out there. Don't I think at this rate we're going to have a pullback? So again, I would say yes, we're most likely going to have a pullback here pretty soon. The thing about all of this, though, is that as everybody continues to buy more and more of these spot Bitcoin ETFs, these ETF managers like the BlackRocks and so forth, they are having to buy up loads and loads of Bitcoin, and they can't stop. It's their they have to buy it in order to keep up with the compliance for actually owning the ETF. They have to own the underlying asset. When you see all of the flows that came in today, I would anticipate they're going to have to be buying more and more Bitcoin tonight and tomorrow to kind of keep it up. This weekend is where we might see a little bit more trouble because you can't really be buying into the ETFs on the weekend. But I still think there's enough momentum here to at least carry us up towards all-time highs and see if we can breach it. Afterwards, yeah, we should have a pretty seismic pullback. It should be pretty devastating for a few days, maybe a week or two. And then, everybody's going to buy the dip, and then we're going to go sideways for a while. Then, the breakout will continue and go much higher here. I think I was watching a CNBC video earlier today. Let me go over here to YouTube. Go over CNBC. And let's see. Last panel talks about what's driving Bitcoin's bounce. This could be something right here. Let me just put my headphones on so I can listen to it without having it being blasted out here. The audio is working, so let's go over here. I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have ads, which is always very nice.
Let's talk more about that and more with our leadoff panel tonight. Joining us now, both on set. Love it.
Here we go.
KKM Financial founder and CEO Jeff Kilberg and Canopy Capital Group founder and CEO Eric Golden, in from Chicago and Boston, respectively. Gentlemen, Eric, we'll start with you. What do you make of this monster rally in Bitcoin?
You're right, Brian.
Monster
we
rally.
don't have celebrities. We don't have.
Hey, speak for yourself.
We don't have ads. We don't have the big SBF. It's really just a hated rally, which are some of my favorites, where the market.
It is pretty interesting how people are calling this a hated rally. I think they only hate it because they didn't buy into it, and now they're mad that they missed out.
Wasn't anticipating this. They were underestimating the Bitcoin ETF. A lot of people said, buy the rumor, sell the news. The ETF happens, it pulls back a little bit, and then sure enough, you start to see the demand from the institutional side come in and start pushing the price higher.
Yeah, I guess that's my question, Jeff, is why was there that gap? You got the approval, Bitcoin actually fell. It was like somebody's trying to find the gear in the car.
That's right. That's right. And it's interesting. Everyone's talking about FOMO, fear of missing out. But I have a new acronym here we're going to put on last call tonight.
Because we need more on CNBC.
ATA, able to allocate.
Okay.
That's what
This is actually a pretty interesting point. Remember, I watched this video a few minutes ago. This is a very interesting point that I would expect you guys to just understand. And this is what's going to continue to make the rally go higher and higher and higher here.
this rally is. We're seeing advisors.
In plain English, what does that mean?
That means that the financial advisor, I work with a lot of financial advisors and family offices. These financial advisors now, with the ETF vehicle to track Bitcoin, they can allocate their clients' portfolios 1%, 2%. That's the money I believe you're seeing going into all these different ETFs. And today was the biggest day for the ETF inflows for all of them.
So I may have lied to the world or America.
No, because
or, you know, at the top it said it wasn't retail because it may have been retail.
That's right.
But going through their RIAs, their financial planners, et cetera, Eric.
Yeah, I think there were people that wanted to own Bitcoin were able to buy Bitcoin. They were able to buy it on their own in self-custody. That's always been a way to buy it. However, for most of the mainstream financial market, that's not the easiest thing to do. So one of the final hurdles for RIAs was, I have no way to invest in this. And Bitcoin ETF knocked that hurdle away. So you can no longer say that my theory is 0% allocation for all portfolios because there's no vehicle. Now the question is, what is the allocation? Now, some portfolios do not belong.
Okay, basically you guys get the point. There was a lot of money still flying into Bitcoin here, and this is one of the things that's driving the bounce. This bounce has been much more than people anticipated, and that's a good thing here because a lot of those shorts were just flat out liquidated. They got pumped out. New shorts probably entered the market a little bit over here because of what happened with Coinbase, but there still is an opportunity for them to also have another squeeze factor here, which is going to be crazy to say the least if we have another squeeze over the next few minutes. Are we due for that correction historically before or after the halving? Again, all of the stuff we've had to deal with before, it's a little bit different now because we have institutional money flowing in. It changes the whole ballgame. Yes, we're most likely going to have some type of correction, but it's going to be so much harder to figure out when it's coming because what we're dealing with is me and you, other influencers, other people out there, we're buying and selling and we're having a good time trading and watching Bitcoin go up. But these institutional guys out there are putting a lot of their money, which, is only a small part of their portfolio, but still a lot of money. They're moving it into these Bitcoin spot ETFs. These ETF holders, again, like the BlackRocks and so forth, they have to buy Bitcoin in order to manage that, which means they themselves are driving the price up of Bitcoin. I would say, when we saw that rally happen in, maybe a little bit more in October and the Q4 of last year, I'm almost wondering if BlackRock and some of these other ETF providers, I'm wondering if they were actually getting ahead of this, knowing that something like this may happen, and they wanted to hold a certain amount so they wouldn't have to buy so much every single time Bitcoin went up higher and higher, because again, that's getting pumped up more and more and more. And if they're the ones keeping the market going, like we're seeing right now, which is going higher and higher and higher, it's hard to control this, what's going to happen is eventually the people that are holding the ETFs, the ETF holders, excuse me, like the BlackRocks, the Grayscales, they're eventually going to be losing some money. But I don't necessarily think, unless something very, very bad happens, they're going to be forced to sell the Bitcoin. They just want to own it and hold it. So when it comes back around, so imagine Bitcoin goes much, much higher, and then eventually we crash. You know, and I'm not talking about a bear market crash. I'm talking about a pre-halving crash or a post-halving crash, something like that. They're still going to own the same amount of Bitcoin. So when the price of Bitcoin, a lot of volume goes back in again, they're not going to need to buy as much Bitcoin up for the second time. So the rally we're seeing right now is going to be a lot more rapid than maybe the rally we see coming out of that potential crash that could be coming over the next few weeks or so. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey, Blaze Commander, let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, Litecoin is the only crypto I'm trying to understand and trade. It's something that's very difficult to trade because it really doesn't do much in a long-term, it doesn't do much in the long term. It goes through these wild ranges. And right now you're seeing it breaking out from a lower range back into a higher one. But typically Litecoin is not something that's very easy to trade. I know there's a guy out there, one of my friends, Tom. I think he's sponsored by Litecoin. He goes to some Litecoin events every now and again, so he hypes it up. But I don't necessarily, I don't know, it's never given me the long-term gains that I've been looking for, and it's been very disappointing for me to hold. But I think they're trying to hype it up so much that maybe this cycle something is a little bit different. Maybe they can even get something like a Litecoin spot ETF. That'd be pretty interesting. That could get it to all-time highs. But Litecoin's been very much a very boring token for the last few years, and it's a shame because I think they have what it takes to go higher. But I think there's just this stigma against them right now where people just don't want to buy it. They don't want to necessarily trade it. They're looking at Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana really took a lot of the attention away from Litecoin. XRP did at one point, Dogecoin did at one point. And I think people are just, they don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with Litecoin these days. Doge hit 13 cents again. Let's see. It looks like it's right underneath it at this point, but it's trying to break out. Oh, it went above 13 cents. And went to 13.074 here. So Dogecoin's still making a higher move. This is a 5-minute chart here. So even Dogecoin's making some larger moves. Hopefully we can get up to 15 cents here pretty soon. We're in the right spot for it. There we go. Back over here to 15-minute chart Bitcoin. Patiently just waiting for Bitcoin. We're like $2,000 away from the cycle high here. Excuse me. When it comes over to Bitcoin, I'm just really hoping. Got to get this gravy train going here. The next high for Dogecoin, 16 cents, and sounds about right. I think with the Bitcoin spot ETFs, Bitcoin can go down, pull back, but not as much because of the buying pressure, institutional money. Kind of what I was saying. It's just that I'm focusing more on the fact that they have to buy the Bitcoin to stay in compliance. But yeah, they're not going to be selling the Bitcoin as much because they're not going to buy, they're not going to be trying to take a loss on their Bitcoin. They want to just make a profit and hold, buy, and they know Bitcoin will go up over time. And maybe they'll sell some if Bitcoin looks like it's going into a bear market or something. That can also happen. But typically in those events, we go back to our bread and butter during a regular bear market where we're buying underneath a 100 weekly moving average, or we are buying underneath a maybe 150 week moving average. That's when we're looking to buy. Until that happens, we're basically just being very, very patient. But you know what? After all said and done, we reach some crazy high level where it's 150,000, 200,000. Who knows where this high may be? After we kind of hit those levels and we start going back into a bear market, this will be our first bear market with institutional money, which will make things just a little bit more exciting because who knows how far we will actually drop down. The ETFs will probably come crashing down as well. But then, there's still going to be less Bitcoin being mined. They're still going to have to buy Bitcoin every now and again. And there will still probably be more ETFs trying to open up during a bear market, which may shorten the bear market because, again, if new players come into the market to try to get Bitcoin spot market share, they're going to have to buy Bitcoin. And again, the same thing with Ethereum. I think we're not all forgetting, but we all know the spot Ethereum ETF is going to be coming out probably sometime in the summer. That should lead Ethereum well above $3,000. And I mean, for heaven's sakes, we may break $4,000. That may very well break. I mean, Ethereum may break $4,000 before the summer. That's not impossible here. So I mean, it could pull Ethereum up towards $5,000. $5,000 Ethereum. I mean, who wouldn't love to see something like that? And hey, Bideford, happy to see you. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate it. Hey, Alan Time, happy to see you back as well. I was, for those of you guys that don't know, I was streaming for like 5 hours earlier today, and I'm just back because we saw a smaller breakout, and I'm hoping that we can have a larger move here. I really am hoping for a larger move. Oh, okay. Sorry, my house was rumbling. It's because a C-17 Globe Master just flew over, and those things just shake everything. Do I think Bitcoin will go below 60K? Not right now. It's going to take a little bit of a move. Right now, we're making these higher lows. If you want to see us go back down below $60,000, I mean, we're going to need some type of rejection off of this 62,647 level, and a pretty handy rejection below that, which may lead to something more of a double top forming, but that would only take you probably back towards 59,800, 59,900 or so. After that, we may go down a little bit more, but the momentum isn't there just yet. The momentum is still for Bitcoin to go much higher here. Sometimes if we're kind of doing okay or we're going more sideways, every now and again you see a huge downward volume. It's like a whole bunch of people try to short the market all at once, you know. Right now, that doesn't look like it's happening. I bet they probably got shaken out earlier today, and they're basically just waiting for Bitcoin to go towards, 67,000, 68,000, 69,000. That's when they would probably do a little bit more heavy shorting. But if on the 4-hour chart, I think we start seeing some worse momentum, then yeah, there's a chance we can go down below 60,000. But here's the 4-hour chart right now. Right, 4-hour chart looks like we're consolidating and we're trying to break out here. This the MACD is still strong. The stochastic is negative, but it's still kind of in a good territory, like overbought. RSI is coming back down a little bit here, but momentum is still carrying us on. So until the MACD comes back down, which it doesn't look like it's doing right now, then you might get a little bit more happy about that. Typically, if that were the case, it would probably come back down here towards the 20 moving average, which in the future might be somewhere between $59,000 and $60,000. And that's the bounce you're looking for. Really, I would say, okay, there are a few different ways to look at this. If you're a little bit more bullish than normal, I would say you're expecting a move to happen in the next 2 hours to have Bitcoin surge back above $64,000, where whales are going to be coming back in. The other idea here is that we consolidate for another 6 hours or so, and during that next 4-hour candle, that's when we break out. That's also a possibility. On the other side here, what you're going to see is if you're hoping for something bad to happen, if you're looking for a dip or something, you're going to be hoping that Bitcoin consolidates and then we just fall off of a cliff here. And that falling off of a cliff will take us down quite a bit, and it'll be a pretty drastic move, probably around $3,000 loss or $4,000 loss. After that, you're probably going to see a lot of people try to buy that dip back up and watch it go a little bit higher. That being said, altcoins will suffer that same dip, and then altcoins should have a much larger surge as Bitcoin tries to consolidate and just hold the level here as we're waiting for another breakout, because all it's going to do is try to make higher lows, have a trend line there, and break out. And that would take us up until March 1st, which is, just a few days away here. What's that? Friday, Did I do something wrong? There we go. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, why does I keep doing that? There we go. Look at the 1-hour chart. I'm hoping we can just consolidate, stay above that 20 just to this point, and then just have that move. We're in a good spot for it. Nothing looks really terrible here. Momentum on the 1-hour chart is bearish, right? But it's about to turn bullish here if we can just have that breakout. So we're kind of in this neutral territory. The 2-hour chart, get this back over here. Neutral, bullish, neutral, bearish. So kind of more mixed here. Hopefully we can go much higher. And again, the 4-hour we just saw bullish, bearish, bearish. The daily is bullish, bullish, bullish. Those daily momentum should be carrying Bitcoin on here to try to take us up towards $64,000. If you guys are buying or have a position right now, your stop loss isn't too far off. Your stop loss is probably around $61,000, which is a little bit over $1,000 stop loss. Isn't terrible. Or you're looking at something around here on like a $60,000 stop loss. And then from there, if we start breaking down below that, it's going to be a little bit more of a drastic fall. So, people are not going to be liking it. But again, we're testing out resistance right now. This is a key point to be watching, because if we can just break out from here, then we immediately start surging back up here towards 63,000, which is literally, literally right there. It's so close. And then after that, again, it's straight up to 64,000. If we break 64,000, now all of a sudden we got all the wind at our backs. We're going to go much higher here. And then we try to test out the 66, 67, 68. Then, of course, the all-time highs. And that's what we're looking for, at least at this point in time. But yeah, there's still a chance we go down below 60,000. But right now, the momentum is definitely pushing us up higher and not lower. What about another Fed news rejection tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know how the Fed is going to surprise us, because I was looking at here, let me see if I can go over here. Stock futures fall as Wall Street awaits the Fed's preferred inflation gauge. Live updates. So Wall Street anxiously awaits Thursday's personal consumer expenditures reading for January. Economists are bracing for a 0.3% monthly gain in a 2.4% year-over-year move, a higher-than-expected print that could dent equities and signal the recent hot consumer price index and producer price index releases were on trend. So let me go over here very fast. And I want to go to the personal consumption expenditures price index. And then I'm going to enter in trading economics. I want to see if I can get a chart of this rolling for us. There we go. I mean, it looks like it's been coming down quite a bit here. I don't see anything crazy about it. So it looks like it'll be a surprise, I'm guessing. So again, the way the... Oh, shit, where were we at? Got so much shit up here. Let's get rid of this. I was looking at a bedroom at a house. Let's get rid of Coinbase there. Okay. So a gain of 2.4%. This is at 2.5. It would still be going down year over year, but the surprise is the surprise is going to be that for month over month, it's going to be a little bit worse than expected. So yeah, that could be it. Forecast is 2.4%. Consensus is 2.4%. Previous is 2.6%. If this is above 2.4%, that may be kind of bad. But it looks like the market is bracing for 2.4%. So there's not going to be a surprise there. If it's 2.5, 2.6, that could be a surprise, and that could shoot Bitcoin down quite a bit. But again, that's not coming out until tomorrow. Right now, we're seeing Bitcoin try to break out here. And let me just, before I take another sip of my tea here. It's trying. Look at, we're definitely trying to have this breakout here. Wow. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. I guess that's tea. That's not water, but it's close enough. And keep it going. Come on. Pull up the second chart here. There we go. Keep it higher. Keep it higher. Keep it pushing. Oh, come on. This is the battle going on right now. So we've just had a baby double top, but it shouldn't matter all too much because it's the second chart. But you can definitely see there's a little bit of a wall right here. And the price action is trying to break above it, but now we have some lower highs here. Come on, just break above this level and we're good to go. The wall is moving down a little bit. One pop here, and that's all it takes to shoot up. There we go. We should be good to go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Finally. Okay. So now we have a little bit of momentum. Again, that's a second chart. Give it some time, but we can see we're starting to break out above it. That's what we want to see. We want to see that wall getting broken down, broken down a bit by bit. All right. Now again, I'll zoom back out on the 15-minute chart. Right above this level of resistance that we're trying to break out right now, because we got to break out above it and hold. That's the $63,000 mark, and that's where you might see a little bit more resistance here. But for now, let's just get rid of this one, and we just hold on to this. We can see we're getting hit back down a little bit, actually, on the 1-minute chart, a little bit here. Let's hope that we're going to be able to close above it. What is it? Oh, yeah, it's about, we got 12 seconds left on the 15-minute chart. hopefully the next 15-minute candle that comes up right now can really just turn the engines on and get us moving a little bit better. Let's see. Do I have a guess for Doge price and top of bull market date and time? No, there's no way you can time this bull run right now. There's no way. If I gave you an idea, it would just be flat out wrong. There's no way to know. Typically right now, the way Bitcoin's moving, everything is moving too fast. So we're going to have to cool off eventually here and go for like a month consolidation down the road. But right now we're just going too fast. Which is fine, but it's because institutional money is flowing in, and institutional money eventually is going to calm down. And that calming down is going to be it's going to be crucial for us to get a hold of that. How was dinner? Dinner was okay. I just got some what do you want to call it? Like breakfast for dinner thing. You know, I just got some there's a diner by me, and I just got some Uber Eats from them. I missed that heavy volatility for Bitcoin in the early days. We'll get it this cycle around just because of what's been going on with the ETFs, but it's going to go wild. It's just going to be insane. The interesting part this time is how much more will those ETFs fuel us? Because, you know, let's say Bitcoin is still going higher and we're still doing very, very well, and the economy overall is doing very, very well. A lot of that money that maybe, you know, maybe tech cools off a little bit, maybe the Nvidia play cools off a little bit, that may actually move a lot of stuff higher here. And, you know, that money may funnel into a Bitcoin just a tad. And just that little bit of a tad can make things go a long, long way. I'm hoping AI keeps up, though, because that seems to be leading the whole market much, much higher. And Bitcoin's trying to make another breakout here. I know we got knocked down on the 1 minute chart, but it seems like we're trying to go back up here. We're trying. See. This is the baby charts here. We're trying so hard. Oh yeah, managed to have a little bit more surge. Come on. My God, there is really a wall up here. Oh, there we go. A little bit higher. We got to change the character here from that move, so that's nice to see. There we go. Okay, now it's starting to push up a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. That's what we're looking for here. That took a little bit, I mean, it didn't take a long time. It took like, what, 10 minutes? But it didn't feel like 10 minutes because we were watching it and watching for the breakout. All right, so there we go. Now we're kind of going into another nice little high here. It's boosting up even more. I'll probably show you the 1 minute chart here. We're finally able to do that surge. Now let's back up again. We're closing in on 63,000 right now. We're currently at 62,769. 63,000. After that, I mean, we're really close to $64,000, guys. We're looking for another breakout sometime soon here. Let me, just so I don't forget here, let's just add a trend line and let's have it be $63,000. There we go. There's your next level of resistance. Hopefully we can break out above it. But I mean, just breaking out above this seems to be taking some work here. So there's walls set up here that's not going to be necessarily easy. We got to hope for a whale to come in here and give us a little bit of some breathing room. Chair Powell is about to hit us with some more good news and somehow causes an even bigger retracement. Chair Powell, I don't know. Remember, he's stuck in a little bit of a political cycle. He wants the economy to be doing great because he's afraid if Trump comes back to office, Trump will try to fire him with the help of the Republicans in the Senate. So he's trying to make the economy seem as rosy as possible. That way, you know, Joe Biden has a better chance of winning the election. And hey, good morning, I miss, oh, what I was saying. You think Bitcoin will go back to 40K, Mike, considering we have broke all-time highs before the halving, which is unreal? Well, we haven't broken all-time highs. We haven't broken all-time highs just yet. We still have, you know, a cool few $1,000 to go, but we're getting much, much closer. I think it broke the all-time highs on the euro or something like that, but I don't think we broke it on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going up all year. Oh, I mean, we're going to have some consolidations, but the general trend in a bull market year is like we do go much higher. Again, give it breathing room. You know, when it dips, you guys have opportunities to buy. That's the way I'm thinking about this. Right now, we're trying to go up a little bit higher, and we're just trying to see if we can even get back up to 64,000. It wouldn't be impossible for us to go, to 63,500 or something, and then cool right back off for another few hours, then try to make a move towards $64,000. We're so close at this point. Here, let's go back to the 5-minute chart. And again, Bitcoin's up 0.73% right now, but you're seeing stuff like Ethereum up 2.6%, ADA is up 6.5%, Dogecoin is up 10%, Arbitrum is up 6%, AXS is up 2%, and Ape Token is up 3%. We're looking at some really solid moves right now. And there we go. There's a little pump. Back to the 1-minute chart. This is $63,000. After this is cycle highs. Let me put this onto maybe a yellow line, a little bit more dramatic, I would say. We can get rid of this previous level of resistance, and that way you guys can just see what the main level is right now. And we're trying. Grinding up higher. 63,000 should be a level of resistance that we should be watching, but I don't know. Here, let's go right here. We got dumped on a little bit. Oh, yeah, a little bit of a dump. Oh. Somebody's trying to short us back down. They're trying to make a wall here. Look at that. 15. Okay, it doesn't look too dramatic on the 15-minute chart, which is why I normally keep it here, because this tiny moves can freak people out. Yeah, but we're definitely, we just saw it right here, actually, but, we're looking at some consolidation happening. There we go. All right. Hey, Chef, I woke up today and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Bitcoin's definitely doing a bunch of stuff. Hopefully you woke up before or maybe after, I don't even know, after the Coinbase debacle, because Coinbase killed the rally earlier throughout the day, and we're just now getting back up to those pre-Coinbase crash levels. Do I play roulette at the casino? I do enjoy playing roulette quite a bit, as long as there's people at the table with me. I don't play roulette by myself. It feels very awkward. And then I also like to play craps. Craps is also another good game I enjoy playing. I haven't played craps and roulette since December, though. It's been a hot minute. I would normally will go play on Fremont Street, and because they have a much better vibe as far as gambling, or Cosmopolitan. But I normally will play at Circa. Circa has a really good table games. They have those dancers on the top floors and other dancers on the tables and whatnot. Keeps you entertained while you're gambling. Good time to good gambling, and they're very generous with their alcohol, which I really do enjoy, because I hate paying like $20 for a beer and shit like that. But if I'm gambling, my alcohol is free, and they don't come around like every half an hour or something. If you tip them well, which I'm happy to do, like $5 a drink, basically, like a tip. Irish coffee. Irish coffee. Because when I went in December, I was freaking cold because it was chilly out there. Warm yourself up with a cool Irish coffee. Oh, and there we go. We got back up here. Yeah, there we go. Wow, that dramatic move down, it just got pushed all the way back up. Yeah, they really tried to strike us down, and boom, there we go. We're back at $63,000. Now, you can see there's a level of resistance here, and we're basically just waiting for that breakout. You can't see it. Oh, there you can see it right there. We're just trying to get back above that level here. Let's see. I know this isn't exciting, but let's see right here. Breakout. Again, once we're broken out above $63,000, then all that's left is 64. It's a straight shot. We should be pretty lucky to get back up here. Come on. It's so hard to see. It's so hard to see. All we're waiting for is a green candle to be popping up above that. That should be the start of a nice move here. Oh, jeez. Oh, so much volatility going on right now. There's a wall. Basically, we're chewing on the wall. Somebody's trying to short. If we pop right here, they're going to be liquidated in a very small move because they're just trying to hold us down. And there we go. Right there. That's all. That's all it took. Yep. That's all it took. Of course, they're trying to short us down again, but we already broke out once. It should make it a little bit easier. See? Now that wall isn't there anymore, and now we're going up higher. There's a battle going on. Don't be fooled. This is one of the reasons I look at my second charts, so you can see some of the battles playing out. But somebody's trying to short this back down. Somebody's trying to buy it back up. It's a battle. Oh, you can see these people are just fucking around at this point. Like, hey, no. We're not going down. We're going up. Because this guy doesn't want to get liquidated here. And we're still going up higher. Wall. There's a thick one right there. And now I just chewed up. Yes, this poor guy. This is probably one guy really trying to short the market. And he's about to get liquidated here. And that doesn't mean his entire position's like going to zero, basically. Maybe I shouldn't say liquidated. Basically, he's going to be forced to sell his position, which means he's going to be forced to buy back into the market here. So we'll see who's able to win here. Let's go back over to the 5-minute chart. Or the 50-minute chart. That battle looks like nothing is happening right now. Pretty good. We've managed to break back above $63,000. That is no joke. Now I'm going to remove this level here, and now we're kind of looking for a straight shot. Maybe, in fact, I'll put back on this older level of resistance just because I think it was pretty important. And that should do the trick right there. So, anything else moving? Oh, look at all this green on the side of the screen. Besides AI tokens, the AI tokens are going a little bit more sideways here. NMR is doing okay. UFO tokens up quite a bit. This is a 15-minute chart, just by the way. STMX is up 7%. Spell tokens up 10%. Shiba Inu is up 15%. Litecoin's up 11%. Ethereum Classic is up 5.1%. And Bonk is up 18%. Bonk is still going higher. Dogecoin's up still a little bit here as well. Let me check out the... Let me check out the long-term portfolio that we've been building up here. Profit is $4,691, so we're still going up. Our bonk is up 85% so far, or $202. 1 inch is up 20%. ACE is up 100%. ACH is at 53%. We got AGIX up 180%. AIU is only up to 12%. So our plays are doing okay. There's a few things only up like 5%, like Core. When did I buy Core? I bought it. Oh, I bought it 2 days ago. Okay, it's kind of done nothing in the 2 days. I can understand that. Some stuff up 5%. CSPR. I bought this 227, which is yes. Okay, some of these things I just bought yesterday, so they're not doing anything. But DARE is up 58%. Fetch is up 110%. Front is up 65%, and gas is up 23%. When did I buy gas? 208. Okay, that's a decent move. Hi-Fi is up negative 0.2. It's unch, but I just bought it. Oh, I bought it yesterday. Okay. So we're seeing some pretty decent returns. A lot of stuff is starting to break above the 100 mark, which is adding to this longer-term portfolio for us. And heck, even Wild right now is still above 100%, so we're up at $457 there. Yeah, even RLC is up 92% here. We're looking at some pretty solid moves. I'll be adding more to this sometime on Monday, perhaps. I think right now we're still looking pretty good. Even Bitcoin right here, when we started to buy Bitcoin off of this trend, it's been going much higher. Let's go back over here, back up to Bitcoin. We're back above 63,000. Still moving up. So we're less than $1,000 away from that high here. So we're definitely in a good spot. Do you guys think we're going to break out above 64,000? That's the question here. Let me know if you guys think so. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, we're still surging here. I don't know if I want to go to the 5-minute chart or the 15. 15-minute shows what we're going to be looking to break back out above. So, you know, because we're still surging right now. See? If I go to the 1-minute chart, we're still making a move. We broke out above 63,000, or that 62,647. We broke above 63,000, and now we're going all the way up here to 63,176. Yeah, well, look at that. That's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. If I can't sell on an exchange because I have to sell due to low liquidity, would selling on Uniswap fix that? Uniswap doesn't have orders to choose from price it sells, right? You could, but it's going to take a lot of fees for you, so you got to be careful. Typically, what I want to do if I'm in a position where there's low liquidity, I'll just put a limit order that's below the current ask price, or the current ask price, and just see if anybody takes it. If not, then you could try to withdraw it and swap it. That's okay, but you are going to be paying fees on it, which is a little bit different, like fees for withdrawing and fees for swapping. And hey, Sonny, happy to see you. Doge is about to go past 13 cents again. Right now it's at 12.9, so I would agree with you there. It looks like it wants to go higher, especially since Bitcoin's about to break out, or at least I'm hoping Bitcoin's going to break out here. Above 61.4 is good in the hood. And hey, Tyler, what's right here? Bitcoin said F the Fed. I mean, you know what? Until the Fed announcement comes out, until we have some of those data points coming out tomorrow, we don't really have to worry. Now, as we get closer and closer to those announcements, yes, I do think you're going to see people being a little bit more cautious. If you're in a swing trade, you're probably going to be scaling out a little bit before this event just to make sure you guys are prepared. But overall, I still think this is a great opportunity for a lot of people out there, right? To each their own if they want to hold on during that risk, but it doesn't hurt to scale out at least a little bit of profit. Because you know there's going to be some volatility tomorrow when this news breaks out. It looks like everybody already knows what's going to happen, so unless there's a surprise, I think we're good. But if there is a surprise on the bad side, you will see Bitcoin come back down quite a bit. Not terrible type of thing, but enough to freak people out a little bit, right? Oh, and hey, Alex, good morning, good morning. Do I still mine Pi? I don't think I mine Pi. I still have the Pi app, but I do not mine Pi anymore. I got tired of the app continuing to ask me to mine Pi today. And I tried to do the KYC stuff a few times, and it kept on glitching out. Now, it's every time I finish off the KYC, it says, oh, you have to redo the KYC. You have to do the KYC again. So I just kind of gave up on it. Hopefully something comes from it, but I don't mind Pi anymore. It's just been it's been such a hassle. Back in the day, it was fun because, you know, I did it every now and again. I would do it. But now, like, when it gave me so many alerts that I just stopped listening to the notifications for it. But I think I have, like, over 10,000 Pi, so I think it's a decent amount for me. I'm not really expecting a whole bunch, but I honestly don't know how much it's even going to be worth. It's not going to be worth $1 or anything like that. If it was, I would sell it the first day and be done with it. Holding 4 years. Oh, geez. Fed surprises again like today. I don't know. I mean, I would be happy with a surprise like that. I think we would all be. Is a surprise on the good side. That would launch Bitcoin up towards like $75,000. That's the type of crazy move we're looking at if we have a good surprise. I don't think it's going to be a good surprise. I think it's going to be, oh, this is exactly what was anticipated, and Bitcoin will go up a little bit, but not having a massive surge up to 75. Because, you know, that would be like what, you know, like a $12,000 move in a single day. I don't think we're there just yet. What about Crowcoin? I don't know. I haven't been following Crow token. It's at a level of resistance, so just be careful with it. Nothing really crazy happening. It might be breaking out, but I don't know if it is actually. No, yeah, it hasn't broken out yet. It's trying. It might take until next week, but you're still looking at a pretty good move. I'm not the type of guy that buys, you know, before the breakout, but it's pretty close to breaking out, so I would definitely be something on your watch list. All of the weekly momentum is pulling towards a buy here, plus a golden cross. It looks like a strong contender to move up higher past 12 cents and then start going back up to some of these more recent highs or longer term highs like 12.8 and then all the way up here towards 16. That's pretty much the next few weeks of what you're looking for here if we can manage to break out. And we're up to 63,305 and it's still trying to make a surge here. Let me see. We're still going higher. We're so close to breaking out. I knew it was a good idea to go back and do live again. Oh, there we go. We're still going higher. Here's the 1 minute chart. I know it doesn't look as sexy, but it's still going higher. This is the type of buying activity we only see during crazy bull markets, and we're seeing it, which means we're in a crazy bull market right now. And when we see a move like this, you know the inflows tomorrow for the Bitcoin spot ETFs are probably going to be breaking records all over again because everybody's going to be buying in more and more. And I mean, that's a beautiful thing to see, especially after everybody got spooked today with the Coinbase nonsense. You know, it's nice to see things going back up. Let's just say that. What are my thoughts on Jasmy? I'm not buying it, but I'm holding what I already have at this point as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's been moving up too fast. It's kind of hard to grab onto it. If you want to day trade it, I think that's one thing. But right now, it's something that it's just like, be careful if you want to swing trade it. It's moved up so fast, so rapidly. You're really looking for opportunities to scale out of a swing trade or try to enter a new day trade, but you're not necessarily looking to enter into a swing trade, if you ask me, I'd want it to come back down quite a bit before I even think about buying it. But if you're already holding it, you're in a very good position at this point in time. Let's see. And hey, On Tap, thanks for the rockets. And hey, Nathan, I love your channel. First time here. I appreciate it, guys. I run a pretty simple channel. It's mostly technical analysis and stuff, but I've been predicting this for a while, that we would come back and we would try to test out 64,000. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just get it over with. I want to break another cycle high, and then we can see what happens after we break 64,000. Because really, again, we're getting closer, much closer. I don't know. We're still going up a little bit more. Oh, there we go. We're a little over $500 away from it right now, so we're in a very, very good spot. But I'm one of those YouTubers that is not blessed by the algorithm, because I'm not a crypto bro. So usually a lot of the people that, a lot of my friends that I do this crypto stuff with, I know a lot of crypto influencers out there, but I'm more of a background influencer, if you will. They wear sunglasses. They have a whole persona kind of built around them. I'm not like that, so the algorithm doesn't appreciate me. Let's just say that as much. However, let's go back over here to the 15. My brand or whatever, my channel has been growing pretty well, so I appreciate all of you guys that subscribe, like, comment. It all helps out a lot. What do you think about RNDR? It's the same as most other coins right now. It's doing pretty well. I'm not buying into it. It almost actually sounds just like Jasmine, because it's been popping off quite a bit. It's a good long-term holding token. I would say it's one of my favorites for buying low on the cycle and going much higher. One of the only things about it right now is if you go over here. Here. One of the only things I would say about it is it has a market cap of around $3 billion. It's not as low of a market cap as I like, which is typically why I've been going towards more Fetch AI and Ajax. But RNDR is still having a very good time of it, and it's still going to be a good, solid play. It's not as high risk as I would like, which is probably not the best thing to say, but it's still doing very, very well, and it has a good project behind it. If we go back over here to website, distributing GPU rendering on the blockchain, advancing the next generation of rendering and AI technology. This is something that's going to go far. It has a reason to exist, right? It has a reason to exist, which is something you really want to see with a token these days, because these types of tokens like RNDR, there are hedge funds out there that are buying this type of stuff, and that's very, very important to understand. Like right now, Bitcoin's getting a little bit of consolidation here. That's not terrible. But if I go back over here and I go to YouTube, CNBC, let's move my phone over here. All right. There was a video a few seconds ago. Yeah, this guy.
For more on what's ahead for the crypto rally, let's bring in Fast Money friend and Bitcoin bull, Brian Kelly, CEO of BKCM. BK, where do you think we go from here?
Well, it depends on the time frame, right? So I think everything that you guys talked about is exactly spot on. So you have a asset that is bumping against a former resistance. You look at some of the kind of internals. One of the things that I look at it a lot is funding rates. And funding rates just a day or so ago got to 100%. So effectively, you could almost make 100% arbitrage. So that brings in sellers. We saw it hit 64,000 today, and a lot of sellers came in.
Okay, it was not arbitrage that caused that dip. It was because Coinbase crashed and went down and everybody saw zero on their accounts. That caused a pure panic because, again, I want to reiterate, this is just something I feel like I have to explain. When we see ETFs, like people putting money into ETFs, those ETFs have to go and buy Bitcoin, right? Well, who do they buy Bitcoin from? What vehicle do they use to buy Bitcoin? They use Coinbase. So when Coinbase's servers were down, the spot Bitcoin ETFs were not able to buy Bitcoin either. And that was the big thing that led to all this. So I just want to let you guys understand kind of why it was not arbitrage. It was because Coinbase went down, and Coinbase is a big middleman for a lot of these ETFs to buy the Bitcoin that they're going to be,
so in
spotting,
the relatively short term, it would not surprise me to see a pullback. And I tell my team every single day, even in 2017 when we had,
And right now, we have not seen a pullback. We've seen an acceleration.
Ethereum up 4,000%. It still had a month that was down 50%. So this is an asset that is still extremely volatile. If it pulled back 25 or 30%, wouldn't surprise me at all. But long run, I still think we go to new highs.
Do you think this price action is the playbook for when Ether has its ETF approved?
I think it could be. I think people will certainly look at this and go, well, boy, if Ether's going to come along and do it, I want to be in ahead of it. And I think that's what we saw a lot of the action in Ether this month or the last 6 weeks or so. There's a lot more to Ethereum and some of these some of these kind of second tier coins. But yeah, that's certainly a driver of that price for Ethereum.
Okay, that's basically what I wanted to hear about. But you guys get the point here. There's a lot of stuff happening today, and we're just now getting back on the right track. If we go back over here to the 4-hour chart, you'll see that we're still pumping up here. We have an hour and a half left until this candle closes. Since we're breaking up above this, you would anticipate sometime over the next 5 hours, we're going to have a larger move. We're going to be here for quite a bit of time. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 5 hours, but you get my point that we should be expecting a larger move here pretty soon, even if we try to consolidate for a while. Excuse me. Personally, you know, we just had a cup and handle and then blast off, so I would like to see us go up a little bit higher here. That's not, you know, unrealistic, and just get it over with. We can have a nice little surge here. I expect there's going to be a pretty tough wall to crack up here, but you know what? You know, Asia's probably waking up in a bit. I think we're in a good spot. You know, some of the early birds in Europe are awake right now. I think we got enough people here, enough, you know, whales and so forth to try to get this breakout on the road here. Thank you for the late night coverage, my Washington peep. No worries. It's nice to have other people from Washington watching cryptocurrency, because typically Washington State, I think a lot of people here own cryptocurrency, but I don't think they talk about cryptocurrency all too much. Oh my God, Matt Wallace is streaming Dogecoin right now. Time to sell. Oh no. Let me see if I can find his Matt Wallace. Is he streaming live? No, I can't find his live. Oh, maybe it's on Twitter. Maybe it's on Twitter. I'm not entirely sure. Matt Wallace Media. Oh my God, he moved it to media. Oh, there's Final State. It came back. It wasn't here earlier. Oh yeah, Dogecoin, get rich now. Here we go. Oh my gosh, yeah, poor guy. I don't know. I'm happy to see the channel back though. But he hasn't posted a video in like a month. Yeah, how often does he do live streams? He hasn't done a live stream in 3 months. Oh my Lord. I don't know. I mean, best of luck to the guy, right? He has 232,000 subscribers, but I think he kind of gave up on Dogecoin a little bit here. But I think he's looking for a way to make some money off of it. And I'll be here with you for 5 hours. It's been a very long 2-year battle. Shiba on fire. Matt is live via Final Stand on YouTube. Oh yeah, the Final Stand right there. Yeah. What's right here? I mean, Dogecoin's back above 13 cents, and this is a breakout that we're seeing, so it's in a good spot. It actually spiked up towards what, 0.133, so it's still moving up here a bit. You're seeing a lot of tokens make these larger moves. Jasmine still trying to go higher, it looks like. It's only up 6%, but it was up a little bit higher earlier. Pendle, let's see. UFO token still making some moves. I don't think I have much UFO token on any of my exchanges. I have some in my cold wallet. STMX, Spell token, Shiba Inu. I mean, SHIB's still going higher, so I would expect Dogecoin to be going higher as well. Let me check out top 100 here. Yeah, Dogecoin's pulling away from AVAX for sure. Last 24 hours, Dogecoin is up 37% here, so that's that's quite a bit. Chainlink is only at 5. I'm watching Chainlink. I'm hoping we can have a larger move here. Polygon's not moving too much. Toncoin's up a little bit. Shiba Inu's quite up a little bit. Uniswap isn't much up here, but Uniswap looks like it's up 51% over the week here. So there's a lot of things that are just consolidating over the last 24 hours. and some tokens that have been pretty dormant, those are the ones still making these rallies. But there's not many of those tokens left. You know, we've been talking about the Dogecoins and the Shiba Inus and how they've just kind of been stagnant. Now they're making moves, but now it's almost like, why do you even want to bother to buy into them, you know? XRP is that last one, I think. There's probably a few other ones besides that, but XRP seems to be that one where you're like, oh yeah, there we go. You know, let's see if we can get above on that one. But XRP right now is, it's up 5%. It's no jokes, but you see, even XRP is moving right now. Even XRP is moving. And we just talked about this a few hours ago, saying, well, if you wanted to buy this, in anticipation of everything turning bullish and the breakout and so forth, you got to be buying. It still hasn't broken out yet, so I think you're still in a good spot to buy it. But again, you know, there's only so much stuff that's actually dormant right now that hasn't had those larger breakouts. And, you know, zoom out on XRP. It's still at the same level it was all the way back in 2018. 2018 levels. Or you could even say 2018 May. Excuse me. So that's a lot of sideways action. We're hoping that this is the year where everything goes parabolic and then we start going to $3, $4, $5, $6. That's what you're hoping for with XRP, and you're hoping it starts with this breakout right there. Even if we break out, go towards $1, then come all the way crashing back to 70 cents or something, still, that's still a better move than just staying in this stagnant sideways price action. And here we go, Ethereum. Oh yeah. The Ethereum spot ETF is going to be insane. I'm not buying Ethereum right now, obviously, because of how much it's already pumped up, but it's looking pretty good, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that beautiful move. Since the lows over here at the order block, it's up 61%, 59% basically. That's still a pretty solid move. And now that Bitcoin's up for the day, let's go back over here to the 15-minute chart. We're consolidating a little bit more, and we're going to try to make another push here. What's the 5-minute chart look like? A dip and a rip, perhaps? Maybe a dip and rip? Yeah, we could be having a dip and rip here. Nice and simple. I miss Crypto Batman. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about him. He switched over to something else, but I think he's having more fun with it. I'm about to make a more professional video here pretty soon. It's gonna be, you know how one of my friends, his channel is Internet Anarchist. It's like another version of the Sunny V2 channels. I'm gonna make a dramatic video about BitBoy, the rise and fall of BitBoy. It's only gonna be like 2 to 3 minutes long, but I think it's gonna be really fun, just to make. And then we'll see if BitBoy responds to it. Should be should be interesting for sure. And hey, Daryl, nice to see another person from Washington in here. I'm down in the Spanaway, Tacoma area. My shift ends in 3.5 hours. Oh boy, yeah. That's going to be a late one right there. Fun hanging out with all of you guys. Nobody in my circle is grinding like this. Well, what do you call? Remember, I'm a full-time trader, so I can, I can wake up and go to sleep as much as I please. If I go to bed too late and I wake up too late, remember I have a dog that wakes me up and he's like, "Hey, I gotta go use the bathroom," He'll usually let me know, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, my bad, dude. Let's go outside and chill out." But typically, I've been having trouble going to sleep at a good time, so I'm gonna take some melatonin tonight. Then I hope I can just pass out, and I think that'll be good enough for me. What do I think about XRP? I literally just explained XRP. Rewind it a few seconds ago. I just talked about XRP. Basically, it's on the verge of a breakout. It's looking a little bit nicer on the weekly charts, but it's been so stagnant that not a lot of people have been buying into it. It's a dark horse candidate to have a really big move over the next month. As far as over the month, it's going to have a huge move in March. So I got some. I'm waiting to see what happens. And so far, it just started to recently pump up. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens after we have the breakout, if we have the breakout. Hey, on time, I love watching bull runs too. What happened to Bitcoin Ben? Bitcoin Ben. I don't remember Bitcoin Ben. Who's Bitcoin Ben? I know BitBoy, but I don't know Bitcoin Ben. Bitcoin Ben? Crypto Club? Looks like he's still around. Freedom Lover. He's followed by Tom Crown. Yeah, he's still here. He's still doing something. I don't know why he's using that software, but... Oh, he's on a Rumble now. He's on a Rumble. That's why. He might have moved over to different platforms. But he's still around. He's still around. Is Bitcoin trending on YouTube? LeBron, he must have done something good or bad. Goat James, did he do something bad or good? The greatest ever, don't forget. Greatest player of all time? Oh. Whoop. Oh, yeah. I guess that'll do it. But they were losing. He had the cape tucked underneath his seat? Oh, geez. So he must have done something good tonight. What happened? I don't know. 34 points, 8 assists, 3 threes. Oh, 21 point comeback, so they did win. Okay, so there's something good going on there. And I don't watch basketball too much, but I try to watch as we get closer to the playoff season. No, Bitcoin's not trending right now. I guess everybody's asleep. We got Rand Paul trending. That means they got a deal done in the they got a deal done to the bill, and Rand Paul's ranting about it. I guarantee it. That was February 21st. Rand Paul says, no, I don't know what the heck's going on. He must have tore into the debt or something. I'm not entirely sure. I guess everybody's speculating to see what's going to happen next. I don't know. I don't really care about the Senate leader at this point. It's going to be interesting to see kind of the politics of it, but Thanks, Mike, for covering Bitcoin while I wait for my third shift to end. You make my shift bearable, or should I say bullish? Hey, if you're making money while you're working, outside of work, that's a very good thing here. Which NFL team do I rep? I don't buy NFTs for the most part. I have NFTs I've gotten from gifts from friends. I only know one guy that truly makes NFTs, and he's a friend of mine, but he's down in LA. His name is Patrick Amadon. And he makes some cool stuff, but besides him, I've never really gotten into NFTs whatsoever. There are lots of companies that are going to be getting into NFTs, but they're still waiting for approval from their boards and stuff. They have everything ready to go, and they have to have somebody say, "Hey, let's get into the NFT game and let's do it." It's going to be hard. Because I think even Fox News has an NFT company that's associated with it. If I go over here to Fox News, because I remember I tried to find one on Fox, CNN, and MSNBC, and I think Fox was the only one that had it. Digital Originals. I forget what it's called. I probably can't find it. Oh, contact us. Careers. Fox Business, TMZ. Oh, Blockchain Creative Labs. Here we go. Yeah. Blockchain Creative Labs. Fox News has a blockchain company, and just nobody talks about it. Right? I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking or anything, but they have it, which is crazy, because I thought maybe MSNBC, which is much more liberal, they try to be more progressive, more future thinking, they might have one, but no. Blockchain Creative Labs, a Fox company. Work with us, exchange. Right? They have a YouTube channel, building connection, asset keeping. This, it was all the way back in 2022. Looks like they stopped afterwards. Exchange. Oh, shop. So, let's go buy some Masked Singer. Let's see. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh, I have to sign in to start shopping. I'm hitting the sign in button and nothing is happening. I don't want to fill out a support form. Okay, maybe I can't do this one. Maybe I can go to Crepopolis. What is Cryptopolis? Well, there you go. Promo ended. They got dropped. So Fox News has something. As crazy as that sounds, as crazy as it sounds, they have NFTs and they're paying people to do it. You know, I admire the drive. From Han Darm, co-creator of Rick and Morty. Oh, like what? Like this is gonna take off eventually. These are gonna be worth a lot, maybe. They got Duncan Trussell. Oh, I like Duncan Trussell. He's on Joe Rogan quite a bit. He has a good Netflix show about getting high and trippy. So you know what? There's tons of stuff out there. You just never know. Cryptopolis. It looks like it's a show. Every Sunday, 8:30, 7:30 Central on Fox. Next day on Hulu. So apparently, marketplace. Highest sale was 3 Ethereum. 0.02 ETH, 0.1 ETH. You know? Now, I don't know if these things are going to be worth anything, but the fact that it's there, you know? The fact that there are people buying this, it's mind-blowing, you know? It's even more mind-blowing that Fox is the one leading the way with NFTs in mainstream media. I mean, just talk about a surprise. Let's see, Shiba's going up still. Dogecoin's going up, still breaking out here in Shiba Inu you're talking about. Let me find it on my list here. Oh yeah, Shiba's up 23% right now. I mean, let's go back over here very fast. Let this refresh a little bit. Dogecoin's up 38%, but Shiba Inu is up 28%, or 35% and 38%. Yeah. So they're up pretty similar over the last 24 hours, guys. Both Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. Some massive moves here. I mean, both just kind of going in this mini parabolic look right at the moment. But again, it takes a lot of time to wait for these things to pop. So, you know, if you guys were able to wait, good. If you guys weren't, just make sure you have your money kind of set up somewhere where it can be continuing to grow and make you some more money here. But man, these moves coming out, looking for some nice pops. And and Bitcoin here still trying to make a move. We're consolidating still and trying to make a push up towards, what, $64,000? If I go over here to the 5-minute chart. Maybe I should type breakout. And there we go. We're waiting for this to happen. We're waiting for this to happen on the Bitcoin chart. And hey, Crypto Diva, I can't tell you how many nights over the past 4 years we've gone to sleep with Michael's charts on Bitcoin Doge. I love it on the big screen. Our friends laugh until nights like this. What do you call it? I appreciate it. And yeah, it definitely does take time. But when it happens, it's definitely going in our favor. And hey, Rebecca, I appreciate. Sorry I just saw your message. I appreciate you guys watching and chilling out with me. Would I recommend long term to make thousands? I mean, Bitcoin. That's the easy one to go with. I don't know how long you're thinking for long term. Long term means different things to different people. You know, if you want to have maybe an AI token, NMR is pretty low. Fetch AI is still lower, I guess. That can make you some money if you plop in a couple $1,000 in there. It'll grow pretty fast. Spell token if you want something really, really high risk. Maybe even STMX there, but a little bit higher risk. But for me, usually Bitcoin's a good solid long-term hold, usually. Cryptopolis NFT seem to have been crap chickens. They went to 0.02 Ethereum now and none selling since 2022. Oh, that's interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, it's just interesting to see that they're there. That makes sense because the last of their videos was in 2022, so they might have slowed down operations for a little bit. Like, let me go back over here and kind of back up a little bit. Creative Labs. They have a Twitter account. When's the last time they tweeted? Yeah, they haven't tweeted since October 24th, 2021. And this is back when they were sharing their cards for the Masked Singer. You know? I think what they need to do is they need to engage with influencers. I think that's a huge thing. If they're able to do that, they could probably pick this back up. 1 hour until the all-new Masked Singer Fox Plus Maskverse NFT drops now. Who's Jenny whatever her name is? The smart blonde on Masked Singer, founder of Blondie Cocktails and Formless Beauty. Season 10 of the Masked Singer airs Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. I mean, she has 1.2 million followers, and she was pretty much promoting NFTs, so... She just posted... Oh, she posted in January 13th, so she hasn't posted in a while. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it just shows that there are companies out there trying to figure it out. Now, of course, they probably gave up because the market just kind of crashed, and I can understand that. But they even have a LinkedIn account. You know? Who's Katie? I don't know who Katie is. But, 11 to 50 employees. Jobs? Any jobs open right now? No jobs right now. People? Let's see. Community, consumer-focused Web3. So there are some people working there, it looks like. Looks like most of these people are directors, though. You know, they're like the show people and not necessarily the blockchain people. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Oh, followed by a hitman. Ooh. Anything else? Oh, Bitcoin 64,000, Bitcoin 65,000. I'm hoping we can hit $65,000. That'd be something special. And again, right now, Bitcoin is so close to a breakout. Let me just go here. Breakout. $64,000. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's taking a few minutes, but it's okay. We got all the time in the world. God, can you believe this was 100% filled up today? Well, this is 95 ounces of liquid today. That's a lot. But I gotta stay hydrated if I'm talking all this much. I'm really hoping my voice isn't messed up by tomorrow, though. If it is, I might have to take a breather for a little bit. No, because I'm streaming at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Or is it noon tomorrow? No, I'm streaming at 3 o'clock. Okay. So it'll be a longer stream tomorrow for sure. It'll be another long stream, no matter what happens. And hey, Brittany and Darren, I appreciate that. I don't know. It's always kind of soothing to listen to the charts and whatnot. The only thing that's been annoying to me is, so I would say this weekend I'm going to turn off all the streams, so just be aware of that. I need to reset everything. Basically, if you look at the top right-hand corner of your Google account and stuff, it'll say like update. I have to update everything and reset the servers to make sure they're all fresh, and then I'll have to put every single live stream back up, and then the views should start flowing back again. But basically, it's been a little bit too long, and I need to refresh. I need to refresh the streams. Let's see. The breakout says 64K. It's blurring on my screen. Yeah, $64,000. Oh, it's blurry? I don't know. I thought I was streaming in 6K. Let me go over here to my thing. Make sure I'm my channel. And then I'll have to. That looks pretty clear on mine, but go to your settings and see if you can switch it from whatever resolution it's on to 4K. Because I specifically stream on 4K so you guys can try to watch this on your TV, on your computer, or on your phone with some pretty clear resolution. Like, I specifically pay for really good Wi-Fi just so I can stream at 4K. I don't need a good Wi-Fi to day trade and swing trade, but I do need good Wi-Fi to trade cryptocurrencies. not to stream YouTube. I said the wrong thing right there. Doge definitely going to 15 cents now, but it will break through this time. It remains to be seen. You would expect it to because Bitcoin's on the verge of breaking out above $64,000. But again, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, I would still say. Shiba and Dogecoin, yeah, Nathan, Shiba is definitely doing some really great stuff, just like Dogecoin is. Hey, Blaze Commander. Oh, yeah, no worries, guys. I'm a pretty chill guy when it comes to this type of stuff. Basically, just waiting for this move to come across. Like, look at the 1 hour chart. We've broken out, and we're still trying to make this move up to go a little bit higher, but it's definitely a little bit more of a challenge right now. There we go. As we watch Bitcoin try to consolidate and continue moving higher, all I want to see is just a very large move. I want to see a whale come in here and just knock out the resistance level. I'm watching on a 75-inch TV and it looks great. That's what I try to use because that's why I do the 4K streams. Because right now I'm streaming at 20,500 kbs, which is I think is like the bit rate or whatever it is. It's a pretty good stream quality, I would say. But you know, I have the Ethernet plugged in and all that good stuff. See, GameStop has been going up. Oh, I haven't even paid attention to GameStop in a while. Shiba, Dogecoin, which one you guys got? I mean, I got both. It's been a pain because both of those things have not been doing a lot for recent months, and so I've just been having to hold and hold and hold and hold and hold, and now they're starting to bring me some profit, which I'm pretty happy about. But who knows how much they're going to go up? I hope they can continue to go up month after month after month. I'm not going to worry about these moves as far as like every day or every week. It's more like, can they continue to go higher every month? And if they can, we'll be back up at these highs in no time. But you're going to see a lot of people selling off their Dogecoin as we go higher because they may have been stuck in these situations for a while. And like, okay, I'll take my loss on Dogecoin. I'll move out, take my loss. So it's going to keep the price down for a little bit. That's perfectly fine. But it'll give some other people an opportunity to buy in for that opportunity for Dogecoin to go much higher. And we don't know exactly when that rally is going to continue on. But at this point, Dogecoin's, you know, up 15% today. That's what we want to see. Shiba Inu is like up 25% today. Really solid moves here. Really, really solid moves. Let's see. And hey, Michael, thanks for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. 87-inch all day. Oh my gosh. I think the largest TV I have is 77-inch. I got a 75-inch right here. I got a 77-inch in there. I think I have like a 50-inch upstairs, and I have like a 55-inch upstairs. And I have a 60-inch upstairs. But I don't use my TVs. I turn my TVs on usually when I leave and I'm giving Loki something to do. So he can like watch squirrels chase something. I mean, he can watch some dogs on the beach or whatever. Maybe a wildlife documentary. He tends to like that type of stuff. I don't pay for Hulu right now, but I'm going to pay for Hulu because I want to watch that new Shogun show. And I'm going to watch on the OLED TV because it has the whole surround sound stuff. And I feel bad that I bought this type. Like I bought some really nice sound equipment. I have a nice TV, a nice sofa that has the automatic recliners, the electric phone chargers, and all that type of crap. And I just don't use it. I got to get myself to be using all this nice stuff I bought over the years. I just don't do it too much. There we go. Well, now we're going back into consolidation territory, which really sucks. I want to see us go a little bit higher. Let's go back up here. We can move this right here, and I think that'll still be fine. 4-hour chart still looking fine. The momentum is still on our side, but yeah, we're consolidating a little bit more, and that's not what we want to see. I'll move this back over here. I wish I could lock this and just make everything so much easier. Like lock relative, so it's always kind of in the same spot. Dogecoin still moving higher here. What? Even ADA is making some highs after the Coinbase move. So even though Dogecoin isn't making these new higher levels, you're still seeing altcoins take the lead here. Ape token is on the verge of getting back up to those levels. It took a pretty... Wow, Ape token went from $1.99, so basically $2, to $1.65. Just ouch. Arbitrum made a nice move here. XRP is trying to make that same move. I think we're even seeing Bonk. Oh, Bonk's giving up some of these gains right now. Actually, it's down about. It's up around 8%. Dogecoin Mars is up. That's nice. I've been buying this for a while, but it's definitely been stagnant like a lot of other tokens out there. Matic is doing okay. Litecoin, we just talked about this one. Finally had that breakout. And Shiba, yeah, Shiba's up 23% at this point. UFO tokens up a little bit here. AI tokens are still taking a beating, guys. AI tokens are coming down. Now you can see it's not like a disaster, but we are making lower highs here. That's not a good scene. You want to see this thing break out eventually. Even with Wild Token, you want to see a breakout happen. Let's see right here. Get rid of some of these older resistance levels that we were talking about. This has had a few small sell-offs and it still managed to go much higher. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Yeah, it's had a few sell-offs. So that's not terrible. Those consolidation levels are just opportunities for people to want to buy back in. Oh yeah, and Bitcoin's coming back down a little bit here. There we are. And hey guys, my story exactly, Mike. You know, when it comes to these types of tokens, whatever you guys need to do to get in or out of them, you know, take your time. You know, they've either been beating your expectations regardless on some of these tokens, or some of them have just not been. It's okay to move your assets around. Do I really think XRP will pump in March, considering the lawsuit nonsense commencing in April? The technicals would say yes. The technicals would say yes. The news, we'll see if it's something bad that happens. It may hurt it, but the technicals are preparing for a larger move on the upside. Does YouTube charge me for 4K streaming? No. It might charge you to watch me in 4K with a special bitrate or something. I know I get a special bitrate because I pay for YouTube Premium, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. But no. There are just certain things I have to do. Like right now where I live, I don't have access to the best Wi-Fi, you know, in the city, so to speak. So I get enough for 4K, which is good, don't get me wrong. But what I would really enjoy is I would like the ability to do 4K at 60 frames per second. That's for gamers though, usually. I do 4K at 30 frames per second. It takes a lot more bitrate. I think it takes like 40,000 bitrate in order to do that. I think I can only get up to 30,000 bitrate, or I don't know. I don't think I can hold 40,000 consistently. I think it might cause the buffering to happen. Excuse me. So that's something there. Let's see right here. There we go. Yeah, so right now I see Bitcoin consolidating a little bit more. Not the best. But as long as like all these altcoins are green for the most part, as long as we're seeing that, I think we're fine. Some of the red you guys are seeing up here is literally the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the SPY, the dollar index, and the euro. Those are the things that are down for the most part on what you guys are looking at on the right side of the screen. For those of you guys that can even see that, I know it's kind of small. But yeah, we're coming back down to consolidate a little bit more. That's not my favorite move here. Dogecoin Mars just needs Coinbase or Binance to list to pump the price. Yeah, it's definitely a smaller market cap token, and it's looking for a home on an exchange to get it pumping up a little bit more. It'll get there eventually, but it's still a higher risk token out there. Is this the right time to buy Dogecoin? No, the right time to buy Dogecoin when it was doing nothing. You don't buy stuff as it's rallying up and going crazy high. You buy when it's dormant, and then right as it starts to have a breakout, that's when you buy Dogecoin. That's when you buy little tokens. If you're buying after the breakouts happen, you're FOMOing into it, and that's where you buy and it literally just goes down. That's literally what happens to a lot of people when they don't buy at the right opportunity, which means you got to buy and you got to wait, which is not the most fun thing to do. Give me the ticker for Kasuma and I can try to help you out with it, but I don't have the ticker, so I can't look it up. There we go. Like right now, as far as Dogecoin's concerned, let's go to the daily chart. The Dogecoin breakout happened a while ago. Way back over here, February 14th. That's when you should have bought. Momentum was all screaming buy, buy, buy. And so you can buy over here around 0.08 cents. And you could be selling it right now. You don't want to buy Dogecoin at whenever you see a chart looking like this. This is not where you buy. This is where you're selling. Again, there was another breakout with Dogecoin all the way back over here. Breakout happened, looks like right here a little bit. Broke out, momentum. Well, the momentum didn't really start until a little bit later, so the momentum was buying over here a little bit more. So you're buying over here, and it goes up just like that. That's a lot easier than trying to buy up here or something, because then you got to wait for it to come down. You might get scared. You might sell as it crashes back down a little bit more. And you know, and that volatility with Dogecoin can be brutal for sure. Same thing with Shiba Inu. Same with a lot of these other tokens. You want to buy in the breakout. And right now, if you add on the Fibonacci levels to Bitcoin, right, we already hit the one target level here. We consolidated, it looked like, for a little bit, came back down, broke out above it. That next level of resistance is all the way up here on 15 cents. And that kind of aligns, if I were to draw this, extend to the left, that matches up with this resistance level that we got all the way back in October of 2022, not October of 2023, October of 2022, when Elon Musk was able to acquire Twitter and turn it into X. So that's the level of resistance we have to deal with now. And that's going to be a heavy one to break through. That's going to be much more difficult. Let's go to the weekly chart. Maybe that makes it a little bit easier. Right? And it also goes up to some of the levels of resistance we had all the way back over here in April. So once we're able to clear this, then we have a pretty nice straight shot up towards 20 cents. We'll see if that happens within like 3 weeks or something. I doubt it. But at least we should continue to move higher, consolidate, give it a few more months, and we should be able to break above 20 cents, 25 cents, or so forth. You know, there's going to be some sellers here. But if we just get rid of all the technicals here and just point out Dogecoin, you know, it looks like it's starting something pretty good here. It looks like it's starting something pretty good. We'll see if it's able to continue the move. But really, the next 2 months are going to be very crucial, because that's where we start looking at going above 20 cents and 25 cents, 30 cents, and so forth. Because once we're back above, you know, up here around 38 cents, 40 cents, all of a sudden, everything is much crazier. Everybody's freaking out, going, oh my God, Dogecoin all-time highs and stuff. But it's still a big if of when we're going to get there. You know, we don't know. That consolidation may take a few months, and it may take like 4 or 5 months. Hopefully it doesn't, because it's been gearing up for a while to that. Elon Musk buys Twitter. We pump up from 6 cents all the way up to 16, and then we come all the way back down to 5 cents. And then now all of a sudden we're back at 13. There was a lot of volatility in here, but it was all around different events and not necessarily your typical technical analysis. Weekly chart right here. A couple breakouts for sure. But now we're starting to see the momentum really pick up, and that's a good thing here. But, you know, if you're trying to buy Dogecoin, no, I don't buy during these moments. You can see the same breakout right here, breakout. You can see a similar breakout right there. It broke out, retested support, and then went higher. So you have opportunities, but really there's not many opportunities left to be buying back in. There might be a few tokens here and there. I think the one we've been talking about the majority of the time has been XRP, because you can see we've just been going sideways here. So this is an opportunity, but most other tokens, you know, they've all come back up. Ape token is one of the opportunities here if you want to take it. I bought a little bit of Ape token, but my average right now is it's at 172 and the price is at 193. It's not the best average, I grant you, but I think I've been buying this for a while now. Ape token. Yeah, I bought some in December. I bought some in January. I bought some in February. And I bought it twice in February. So looks like I bought the most though in January 2nd, which was the day before it fell. So yeah, bought some here. average down a little bit, average back up as we were coming back up here. Oops. And now I'm hoping on the weekly chart, we'll climb back up to $3. We'll climb back up to $5, $6. And then it doesn't matter that I bought over here, you know, around $1.90. I bought it on... Uh-oh, is my data going off? We're good? Okay, sorry. My YouTube said I lost the stream for a second, so maybe I have been streaming too much. It doesn't like me. But I bought on December 21st. I bought on January 1st. I bought on February 14th. And I bought on February 15th. So if I go over here to AMB, my average is, you know, pretty much down here. And then boom, we've been going higher ever since. But, you know, you got to buy. You can see there was a breakout that happened over here. You got to buy those breakouts, or you got to buy some random dumps when you see like, hey, Bitcoin's still going up and this thing's dumping. Let me take an opportunity. Like even today, if I were to go to the top tokens that are on Fairdesk, Bonk is at 51% over the last 52, over the last few 24 hours. I have Bonk, but I didn't buy Bonk at the right time. Like see how my average is kind of down here. I should have had a better average. I was hoping to buy a little bit lower over here. But I bought Bonk 12.19, which is right here. I bought it again January 1st. Oh wait, 12.19. Excuse me. Oh geez, I bought it a while ago. 12.19? Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe it was just new or something. I bought some right here. Then 1.1. Then I bought a lot down here. And then I bought a ton on 2.8. I bought a lot right here. And that just moved my average down to right about here. And you know, and then here we are, but I had to wait a little bit of time, and now, you know, now we're up 75%, which is a nice move here. I mean, heck, even Ajax and stuff like that. Ajax is coming down a little bit, but I spent a few weeks buying this stuff too, and I'm lucky because my Ajax support, I bought it way down here, and boom, look how high it went up. It was up to 86 cents, now it's at 70 cents. Ugh. Long-term holding sucks because you know you probably could sell it up there for a nice profit, but I just want to, you know, I just want to hold it. I don't want to mess up. I just want to see it go to all-time highs. Altcoin season having a good one. Bitcoin's still consolidating a little bit here. Nothing bad, but it's definitely not as exciting as it once was a few minutes ago as it was trying to pump up higher. What exchange am I using? I have a link for it down below. It's called Fairdesk. It's one of my favorites here. I basically have a long-term portfolio that I put together for all of us. So basically every week I toss in a few $100 in here just to show you guys how if you buy and you hold for a while, you can do pretty well. This batch, I started buying all of this stuff up around December. And last month it was down about $900. But right now it's up around $4,500. So this rally has definitely helped out the portfolio. But again, it was definitely going down for a while. Definitely going down for a while. And that's okay. You know, that's usually what long-term portfolios do. But this is doing something I normally don't do. A lot of these positions have margins of 2 or 3x. And I'm willing to pay the fees to see how high they go down the road because the fees are so small. So like with my Bitcoin trade right here, there's a funding interval every 8 hours. And every 8 hours, I am paying 0.096% every 8 hours, right? And I'm willing to do that because it's been working pretty well so far. My profit is still doing absolutely fantastic, And Bitcoin's been moving up, and you know, I'm doing this at a point where the bull market's already started, and we're not kind of buying at the bottom levels of Bitcoin. Although that might be kind of interesting to see how that would work there as well. see. Oh, and hey, Albert. That's right here. Don't you think that the companies that are offering Bitcoin as an ETF are just manipulating the market and there isn't as much traffic? They are just buying so that they make FOMO? They're probably not going to be doing that because they're under scrutiny of the SEC. What you're seeing happening basically are there are a lot of people out there, a lot of hedge funds, a lot of just individual Americans who have money that they want to put into Bitcoin. But they don't want to put money. They don't want to put money into Coinbase and buy cryptocurrency on Coinbase or Crypto.com or something like that. They don't want to do that. So instead, what they're doing is they're putting money into the spot ETFs because they want exposure to Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin goes up, the ETF goes up, right? It's the underlying asset there. When somebody goes into the ETF and they buy a specific amount of Bitcoin, they have the Bitcoin ETF has to go to Coinbase. Coinbase is the major one right now. And they have to go through Coinbase and they have to buy Bitcoin through Coinbase. And that's what's happening right now. So that's what's driving up the price. There's a lot of demand for Bitcoin. And, you know, let's say you have a wealthy family member who has money tied up in a hedge fund somewhere. That hedge fund, if they're going to ask him, hey, do you want exposure to Bitcoin? He'll say, yes, I want 1% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. Assuming that Dogecoin, Bitcoin. They will move over 1% of his position into the spot Bitcoin ETF. That means whatever that money is, they have to buy that much Bitcoin, you know, multiply it by all the people coming in. Now, it's not like every Bitcoin has to be bought back up because people are also selling Bitcoin and stuff. But at this point in time, because everybody is pushing all that money in there because it is new, everybody is slowly allocating a position, a small portion of their money into it. You're seeing those ETF holders, owners have to buy loads and loads of Bitcoin, which has been very good for the price of cryptocurrencies, as you might imagine. And hey, Crypto Diva, yeah, I'm thinking of turning them off on Saturday if I can. If things are going crazy, I'll leave them on. But right now, I can't even leave the music on for an extended period of time because the music is turning off like so fast. So I'll see. At worst, the stream would be down about like 3 hours or something. So it wouldn't be like gone for the whole day, but like, you know, 2-3 hours of all the streams being down. So I can reboot everything and fix it up. Middle of the night, big green, I'm hoping. I mean, so far we're less than $1,000 away from breaking out. We're in a good spot. So what about Dogecoin? It's at 13 cents, not 15 cents at this point in time. It's moving up like it wants to hit the resistance level around 15, but 15 cents is going to be hard for it to break out above. I don't know what's right here. Yeah, no worries. The Bitcoin ETFs are kind of complicated, and there's always a lot of mystery around them because the money flowing in and out, it's unbelievable right now. But they're not doing anything in particular. They're being forced to buy Bitcoin because it's part of the rules that the SEC came up with. You know, you have to buy and you have to hold a certain amount of the asset. That way, you know, money can't just vanish into thin air and stuff like that. Once X gets approval in all 50 states to peer-to-peer payments, ooh, doggy. Whenever that happens, it'll be a golden age for Dogecoin. But man, it's just going to be like, we got to wait on Elon. Elon has to make that happen, which I think he will, but it's definitely going to take a little bit of time here. Let me see. Yeah. I'm looking at some other charts right now, and we're still moving up higher. I'm looking even at Dogecoin right now. It's cooling off a little bit, but we're still fine. But really, just the move we're hoping for is 64,000 here. Would I buy into XRP now? Yeah, I bought some XRP. I'm hoping for a larger move over the next few weeks. But yeah, I bought into it. Yeah, no worries, Crypto Diva. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the stream right here. I got a really upset stomach from dinner. I don't know why, but it's just like killing my stomach. Is the government buying Bitcoin in secret? I don't think so. I think they have Bitcoin from the FBI getting it for a while now. Like every time there's a criminal thing, they seize it. That's what I'm seeing. Who's that car out there? Oh, it should be fine. But what do you call? I'm gonna call it a night right now. My stomach is just like absolutely killing me, and I would stream it a little bit longer if I could. You'll see me tomorrow for like another like 5 or 6 hour stream. I'm gonna drink a lot of tea that time. Should be good to go. I'll be streaming around 3 o'clock Pacific time, so 6 o'clock Eastern time. I might even hop on a little bit early, okay? So just keep an eye out for it. Right now, Bitcoin is still on track to go above 64,000, but my stomach feels like it's about to pop or something. I'm not entirely sure what. I might have eaten something I'm not supposed to, so that might not have been good. Sitting down after eating kills my stomach. Yeah, I think something fucked up. You know what? It's because I ate, then I chugged down a bunch of liquid or something like that, so my stomach hurts like hell. And like all I can think about while answering you guys' questions is like, damn, my stomach hurts. Damn, my stomach hurts. Damn, my stomach hurts. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep an eye out for Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if we broke above 64,000 over the next few hours. When I move you guys over to the next stream, feel free to continue chatting there, but you guys can see all the same charts and all the same information. Thanks, everybody.